Namaste and welcome to Times Health Plus. First of all, happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone. And I'm Miss Vinita Sakpal, a senior nutritionist and yoga teacher from the Yoga Institute, here to guide you on mindful nutrition for sustainable weight and energy management. Today we are going to move ahead with lot of practical tips, but before that let's discuss about the previous class. What task I have given you? Chalo, let's remember what task I have given you in the previous section. And when we talk about the previous thing, I want to know what efforts you all have put in yourself in this 1 week. So please write your answers in the comment section. Namaste Monica ji, namaste, happy Raksha Bandhan. Glad to see this. Today we have this wonderful celebration of brother and sister siblings, and with this good environment, with this good weekend, we are going to understand today with a very interesting topic which will be able to apply on today's occasion. So we are going to learn more about how to eat or control our cravings during certain events. Okay, we are going to understand how to navigate the social eating and decode all the food labels. So I think today's topic is so relevant to today's occasion, that you will be able to apply whatever you will be learning today. Okay. Okay, great. Let me see what you all have tried your last week with the task which I have given you. Do you all remember what was the task? Please, I want to know. Namaste, Jagdeep ji. I think you are the most consistent person. I'm seeing you since day one. So I want to know from you also that what last week you have tried your best. Please put your answers in the comment section. Okay, till then, I'll just let you know what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn about how to eat smartly during our social events, whether it's a function, whether it's a festival, whether it's any kind of wedding, whatever it is, how to control our intake. That we'll be understanding more in detail. So, this is going to be more of practical application based session. Secondly, we are going to understand the food label, how to decode the food label, how to understand certain things in food label, and therefore at the start of the session you must have got write up in the comment section that you all have to get one of the product and be seated with it, because there's something exciting thing that I'm going to talk about this food labeling in the later section. Okay, great. Namaste Priyaji. Welcome to this new wonderful weight loss session. Glad, I hope today whatever we are going to learn, you'll be able to understand and apply in your today's occasion also in day-to-day life. Okay, so let's proceed ahead. Without wasting any more time, we are going to talk about social eating. I think this is a real problem. Everyone who go to any sort of social gatherings, whether it's a wedding or a party or anything, we always overeat, right? And we get a guilt about that next day. Oh my god, because of that function I had so much, I don't know how to now reduce my weight, now this is going to affect my weight, and therefore you go under a stress again. Okay, so this cycle is something that we have to come out, right? So right before also I have always said that we have this craving cycle that sits inside our body, and we have to realize it, and you have to come out of that cycle. This will only and only happen when you are mindfully present and you are completely with the environment, you are understanding the environment, and therefore you will understand your signals. So surely we'll understand how to understand those small cues. But usually during such social environments, it's not only about you are pressurized by your own thoughts, it's also about the environmental, the people who are around you, right? The peer pressure that often we experience during such scenarios. For example, if you go to any wedding or any occasion, and you're with your friends, or you're with your loved ones, and you are on a weight loss series, or maybe you are becoming a little more conscious about your eating patterns, that time there will be few people that will come and tell you that it's okay to have one gulab jamun a day, it's absolutely fine to have little more today, it's a function, it's a festival, you should enjoy this moment, it's you get one life, you should enjoy eating whatever gets in front of you. So when these statements come in front of you, you often listen to these things, uh, and this is how we make sure that these all things get triggered, and somehow we end up having certain food sources, right, in little more amount. Okay, Monica ji, I am not understanding what you're saying. I am doing fasting, is this good or not? Please explain. Okay, so all the queries which you all have, I understand you will love to hear to resolve all your questions, but these all questions will be resolved at the end of the session. For now, we are going to understand certain topic. So there are series that we are coming up with multiple topics. So first we'll talk about that topic. If you have any questions related to that topic right now, I'll surely answer that, but whatever your personal queries you have, that I'll be taking at the end of the session. Okay, so that my flow will not get interrupted also, and of course the environment is intact with the today's topic. Okay, fine. So I was talking about the social eating. So in social eating, usually there comes the peer pressure. The surrounding people around you is always going to give you certain statements that triggers you, and you become, it's fine, let's have whatever is there in the plate and let me enjoy the moment, right? And then you see you get that kind of guilt about whatever actions you have taken. Secondly, there is emotional eating. So because there's an occasion, you feel sad that, OMG, I cannot have these sort of food today, how I'm going to control my craving, and in that process you somehow end up having certain extra amount of food, or maybe some food which is your favorite item is there in the buffet and therefore you want to have that, so you just loosen your control and you end up having extra. Okay, so lack of control, emotional eating, peer pressure, being varieties of food in front of you, buffet techniques, these all are the triggers usually, right? And we are unable to control those all triggers at that right time. So today we are going to learn that this overeating pattern, getting into the guilt, and then having certain health issues like bloating, gas, and many more things, how to control this all. That is the main session that we are going to learn today. Okay, so if we talk about smart ordering in the restaurant. So in the restaurant, if we go specifically, it's more about the choice we do in food perspective. Okay, so one thing we have seen that in the social gathering, it's very important to be in present, right? But in the restaurant, it is completely your choice about how you order certain food. So if we see the previous session or the previous slide, we are so much entangled with the environment that somehow we are not focusing on the food environment. Basically, whatever is there in front of you, you become so confused that everything is there in front of me is my favorite thing, I want to try everything, and in this process we are not understanding the environment and we are unable to activate the decision making section of the brain, which is called prefrontal cortex, because that's the area where you do the right decision. And if we go towards the craving and we secretes the reward channel, that will make you feel more craving and you will end up having impulsive eating pattern. So to prevent that, you have to first analyze the environment, you have to remember your goal, you have to see how the people around you are trying to trigger you. If you analyze this and you become present and become mindful, then and then only you'll be able to activate the decision making area. Okay, so this is one which is important during such events. And in the restaurant specifically, what you have to do is you have to first eat something which will make you full, bit like 30% of your stomach is becoming full when you order that food, and that food is having less calorie. So specifically, you should start your meals with soups and your salads. Okay, so whatever is available, either a soup or a salad, go for that first, because 30% of your stomach will be filled with this sort of low calorie food, and this is healthy also, right? It's not going too much of calories inside your body, right? And post that, then whatever the starter you go for should be such which is grilled, baked, steamed, tandoor. Why? Because in that less amount of oil is going, no unhealthy oils are going too much inside your body. So avoid what? Avoid fried, shallow fried, deep fried items. Instead, go for the healthier cooking methods which will have less oil inside it. Okay, that is one. And usually if you see these all grilled, steam, roasted items are protein rich also, so somehow your stomach is getting filled with the starter and the soups or salads. almost 50% in initial time only. And post that, if anything that you are ordering which has certain sauces or sauces or dressing, then you have to make sure that you order it separately. So there is customization technique which is available at every restaurant. So you just have to tell the person, manager or a waiter, that whatever the product you are getting, if in that certain sauces or dressings have been added, please give please give you separately, because then you yourself can take the right amount and add into your proportion, because usually this sauces or dressing has hidden sugar and oils which we are unaware about, right? So that's the reason when certain things are placed into your cuisines, separately you order those. Okay. And lastly, we, of course, whenever we go to restaurant, we end our meal with some sweet, right? Some desserts. So if you want to have these desserts, then make sure you share those things with your loved ones, because if you share in your proportion, it will come smaller size, and therefore it won't lead to overeating or not even a sugar rush for your body. Okay, so that's the reason it's important to, the way you start your meal and how you end your meal is something which you have to remember. Okay, start with something that is liquids or low calorie, then go to better cooking method. Then if there is any kind of side dish, that should be like a side dish. It should be like you should take as a teaspoon or a tablespoon and add into your meals, and then end your desserts with a very small portion by sharing with people. Okay, so if you remember, when we share certain things with loved ones, we end up with such certain conversation or certain moments that you are able to remember. We don't remember the portion that you're consuming, but you remember the way you share the things with others, what emotions are being shared, what conversation are being shared during such kind of scenarios, right? We remember those things. So it's very important that whether it's a restaurant or it's a buffet technique, everything should go in a line way. It should go in a certain pattern. Okay, and lastly, a very good tip, pro tip that has been mentioned over here, that whenever you go to any kind of party or any kind of big occasions, make sure you're not starved before going to that place. You should always eat something and then go ahead. Okay, so let's see that what you should eat before any of the events. Firstly, make sure you eat something fiber or protein snack before you head out. Okay, it can be anything. It can be a fruit, it can be a yogurt or with some seeds or some dry fruits, nuts, anything that is handy and quick that you can have. If there is a protein source like protein bar or maybe a homemade sattu drink, anything which is convenient for you, go and consume that first whenever you go out for your events. Okay, so why we doing this? So that there won't be any overeating in the event, because if you go starving, if you go with empty stomach, what happens? Because of that longer gap in empty stomach, your blood sugar is dropping down, right? When your blood sugar goes down, your glucose is going down, and your brain is having less amount of glucose, making you feel little tired and lethargic. And because to run that brain sufficiently, your body will ask for instant energies, and during that time when you go in the event, and you will have extra, because you were starving for the longer time. Usually there is this mindset, right, that since we are going to a event, there's going to be a buffet, I'm going to have multiple options, let me just starve before we go to that place. This is our usual uh, understanding, right? But ideally you should not do that, because if you do that, you will end up having too much during such scenarios. Okay, second very important point during such environment. Now since it's a Raksha Bandhan, many people will go to visit their siblings, they'll have a big functions, they'll go out to go to restaurant all together and have certain meals. So during that time, focus on the company you have and not just on the plate. Not something that you're craving for. Why? Because see, when we are going with somebody to any of the event, we don't remember that how many servings of food that you have taken. What we remember always about what conversations we had, or how we took the selfies, how we did dance, or any kind of good conversation that you had. So these all things we remember, right? So if you are eating and if you're talking, your focus is not on both the things, you are all distracted, right? So that's the reason it's very important during such scenarios, make sure you engage with the company that you're going with more compared to the food. Okay, so festivals are for coming together and celebrating. It's not meant to having just food. Food is a part of the celebration, it's not the celebration. Okay, so it's very important to understand that the moment that you're spending with your loved one should be cherished very well. Okay, next, third and very I think this is the point which we often ignore, is the hydration. So during the cravings that we get during such scenarios, sometimes it's not craving, it could be thirst also. Okay, so we often get ignored with the signal and we misinterpret, and we think that my stomach is grumbling because I am hungry. But no, it could be because your body is dehydrated, your body requires energy, and therefore if you, during such scenarios, if you take a pause for 10 minutes, take one glass of water, take a pause for 10 minutes and see how you feel. If your grumbling sound, if your hunger is being subsided, that means it was not a hunger signal, it was a thirst signal. Okay, so it's very important to understand your cues, and this will only be able to understand when you are completely with your body, with when you are completely synced with your body, when you are completely in the present. Okay, and lastly, to reduce your portion sizes, it's important to share your food. It's very like, as a human tendency, we are like, we'll take our own separate plates, and I'll take my favorite food in larger amount. But instead of doing that, try to share your food with each other, so that in your portion size it's coming a lesser amount only. Okay, that's how you will be able to control your portion sizes. So for example, if there is so many varieties of foods in your buffet, then we do feel like having to try all the varieties, right? So during such scenarios, of course, you can take little amount of each, but whatever you take in a plate should be shared among somebody. Okay, so that in your portion it will come little less amount only. This is how we can prevent certain overeating patterns. Hmm? Okay. Now let's before that, let me see what questions are coming. Lakshmi ji is saying, I'm not comfortable with eating salads, not cooked one in hotels. Absolutely fine, Lakshmi ji. If you are unable to have or not comfortable to have salads from the restaurants, you can go for soup. Anything that is cooked, anything that is thoroughly well cooked and which is hot, you can have that pretty safely, because in hot temperature, no bacteria, no virus, no pathogens are going to attack our body. Okay, so yes. Okay, Radhakrishnan ji says it's his first session. Great, welcome to the session. You will learn a lot of things. Let's proceed ahead with this interesting part. Now, as I have said to everyone, you have to take one packet, any of the product which is available in your house, in your desk, in your bag, whichever wrapper is present, whether it's a chocolate, biscuit, anything that is around you, just take that one product. Similarly, I have taken one product, because this will make you understand whether it's any product in the market, how to understand whether it's a healthy product, and how you can analyze and buy that product. Okay, so that truth I am going to give you today, about how to analyze the hidden sugars, hidden salt, hidden oils into all this packaged product. Because in these products they claim multiple things. You must have seen so many advertisements where it's been mentioned, it is multi-grain, it is low fat, it is high fiber, added with, fortified with multiple vitamins and many more things. So the reality is not at the front page. The reality is always at the back of the products. Okay, Monica G says, is juices are good or should we eat raw fruits? So first of all, always whole fruits are recommended, because in whole fruits we get the nutrition as it is with the fiber, right? But if you blend it, people strain it, you're losing out with a lot of fibers. And even if you don't strain and consume it, because we are exposing its surface area to the oxygen, to the environment, lot of volatile vitamins are getting evaporated. So somehow we are not getting as it is nutrients. So whole fruits are always recommended. But if you don't have any diabetes or any sugar issues, then you can sometimes take the juices, but without straining it. Okay, fine. Next, Mirji says, thank you for the session. When we talk about salads, any specific recommendation? Okay, so in terms of salads, I want to say varieties of vegetables you should consume. Okay, so not only just cucumber, carrot, beet, onions, tomatoes. These are not only one source of salad, but there are a number of other salads also, salad vegetables like zucchini, bell pepper, broccoli, sweet corn, baby corn. You can add mushrooms sometimes into your salads. You can add different kind of leaves, greens, for example, leeks. Then there is spring onions. There is baby spinach, lettuce, many more things. So depending upon region to region, of course, you will get varieties of vegetables in the market according to the seasons. Go and grab those vegetables. If you think that your gut is little sensitive, always cook it, stir fry these all veggies with some seasonings, and you can have it as a wonderful salad. Okay, but the more the variety in your vegetables, more you will get different varieties of vitamins and minerals and phytochemicals. Okay, fine. Okay, Chandanji is saying, what fruits and vegetables should be considered under salads? Fruits never goes into the salad. No mixing of fruits and vegetable altogether. They are viruddha ahar, not good combination. If you're consuming fruits, have as it is. If you want to make salads, make vegetable salads. And as I said before, only the varieties of vegetables you can add. If you want, you can make the dessert dressings also with the help of curd. Add good seasonings into the curd and make the dressings and add into the salad, or with the olive oil you can make the salad. Okay, Chandanji is saying, is it good to eat salads on dinner time also? Absolutely fine. In dinner you should always have cooked salads, not the raw salads, because dinner time our gut is super sensitive. It's low in metabolism, and therefore cooked vegetables or cooked salads are something which is suitable for the gut. Okay, great. So let's proceed ahead. As I said, all have to get their packets. So now this is some activity based thing that we are going to do. I want your complete participation. Okay, that's how you will also learn and you will remember certain things. So now what you have to do is, at the front side of the product, read what has been mentioned. So in my case, it has been mentioned that this product has been added with 10 vitamins and minerals. So this is something that will fascinate somebody, right? Ki, oh my god, this product is having 10 vitamins and minerals. Now tell me, in your product, what is mentioned at the front side, front product page? What has been mentioned? Is there anything written as high fiber or fortified with some vitamins and minerals, or it has been written no, zero sugar added, something like that? Okay, Manyaji says not fried, not baked. Oh, great, fine. We'll explore that. Okay, Priyaji saying nothing as such. Okay, fine, no worries. I want more answers, more participation, please. More the variety, then we'll understand the products more in detail. Okay, anybody else? Please put your answers. Okay, fine. So now what we have to do, whatever we are learning at the front page, okay, now we have to identify whether actually the things have been mentioned at the back or not. Okay, fine. Prasanna ji says roasted chickpea puff tamarind. Okay, fine. It means that it's roasted. Shilpa ji says it's high fiber. Okay, great. Now let's see the reality. Flip the packet. Flip the packet and now open the ingredient section. Check the ingredient section and nutritive label. Just for see. Okay, Monica ji say I calories no sugar. Okay, there's no sugar basically. Okay, fine. So let's flip the packet and just see the ingredient list and the nutritive label table. Okay, now let's first focus on the ingredient section and see, tell me what are the first three ingredients mentioned in your product. So in my case, it is mentioned refined wheat flour. It is mentioned as refined wheat flour, and second has been mentioned as sugar, and third has been mentioned as refined palm oil. Refined palm oil. Now I want your answers. What has been mentioned? Energy, protein, carbohydrate. No. I'm talking about the ingredient section, not the table. Not the table. So check the ingredient section. Over there, something has been written. Some ingredients must have been written. So first three ingredient, I want to know what has been mentioned. Let be quick, be quick. Put your answers. In my section, it has been written. Okay, Shilpaji says wheat flour, refined palm oil, and sugar. Great, great. Shilpaji, if you can see if there is any percentage that has been mentioned in the wheat flour section, please write that too. Okay, Monica ji says sugar, refined flour. Superb. Priya ji says dark chocolate, cocoa, butter, emulsifier. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Jawar flakes, peanut, and sugar. Now, let's take few examples which are already existing in the comments. One is saying um, sugar and refined flour. Now, first ingredient is sugar and second is refined flour, which means what? In this whole product, the first three words are in more amount. It's in more amount. See, now Shilpaji says 65.5% was the wheat flour. Okay, now let's see uske baju mein what it was some sugar, it was some palm oil. So these two are unhealthy form of sugar and fats, right? So the first three sections tells us whether the product which is made is of how many is more of these ingredients, and if these ingredients are not healthy, that means the whole product is somehow not healthy. Okay, so in my section, as I said, first is refined wheat flour, which is maida, and it is 73%. Means this whole biscuit is made with completely maida, which is 73%. Second is sugar. This is a direct white sugar. And third is refined palm oil. Now, this palm oil, apart from palm oil, it is refined palm oil, which is unhealthy oil. It is an oil which will increase your cholesterol. Okay, yes, I can see more roll oats, brown rice, millets. Perfect, that is really nice product. Purva ji, whichever the product is very nice. Monica ji says preservatives. Yes, preservatives always come at the last because they are added into little amount, but of course they are not good for the body. How authentic are organic food brands available in the market? This you will only know, Vijay ji, when you will read the ingredients. Okay, there are authentic products, yes, but until unless you don't educate yourself with the ingredient section, you will not understand whether that product is actually organic or not. And how we understand? By reading the ingredient section. Okay, so after this three first words, next what we are seeing is all unhealthy options gradually. Like here it is inverted sugar syrup. Inverted sugar syrup means this is a type of another sugar. Already they have added the sugar. Second is coming is inverted sugar, which is again another type of sugar. So this is how extra amount of sugar is going inside this product. Okay, fine. Zero trans fat, that is good, Radhakrishnan ji. Okay, Priya ji says dark chocolate is 76.2. Sugar, cocoa is added. Again, it is a sugar, which is unhealthy. Cocoa solid has been added 28.2%. That is good. Cocoa butter is 8. Cocoa butter is somehow fine. Even it's fatty, it's fine. Okay, how to choose smart products? Monica ji says. That's what I'm educating. So what I'm telling you, when we read these ingredients, we have to see first three letters are what. If they are unhealthy, there only that product is not good. So in my section, my first three products were all unhealthy. Therefore, I'll not choose this product at all. Okay. So if your first three products are fine, they are good. As somebody said that there was dark chocolate, there was some other good healthy products, good healthy ingredients, then it's absolutely fine to take that product and read little ahead. Okay, so next what we have to see is the way ingredients are being listed. They are written in the form of the amount that has been added into the product. Okay, be clear about this. The way numbering of the ingredients is being done in the product is telling us that that amount of product has been added more, and the product ingredient which is at the end, that amount is pretty less in that product. Okay, fine. So other hidden names that could be harmful for our body could be named such as raising agents, iodized flavoring substance. Then it could be like emulsifier that has been mentioned here. It has been mentioned dough conditioner. Now even a dough is having its conditioner, so which is one of the chemical that has been added in the product. Then at the end in this product, it's been mentioned like color, even colors are being added into the products, so somehow this is not a healthy product. Okay, few people are saying iodized salt minerals emulsifies. Now iodized salt is fine, minerals are somehow fine, but emulsifier is something not good. What is emulsifier? That is something where oil and water is been mixed deliberately, harshly together, so that the product has been binded pretty well. Okay, so these are all chemical names that we have to identify first. Food colors, yes Monica ji, even food colors are something which is not good for the body. If there is some numbers that has been mentioned like e something, named as preservatives, even those are not good for our body. Even though small portion is going inside our body on regular basis or once in a while, but still it is going inside and it is damaging our cells, right? It is somehow not good for our body. What happens is we think that we take this product only once a week or twice a week or occasionally, but whenever this product goes inside our body, it is damaging the cell right at that time, at in that day. Once the damage is done, it can never be healed until and unless you nourish yourself next day pretty well, you hydrate pretty well, you do exercise very nicely, then these all toxins will get out of the body. But what if your life is super sedentary? Then you won't be able to uh, discard these kind of toxins and leads to inflammation. Okay, Prasanna ji has written very good list. It is like sugar. One first thing is only bad. Iodized salt, okay, fine, acceptable. Dehydrated vegetable, which is somehow fine. Asafoetida, okay, for digestion. Mixed spices are been written. Acidity regulator. See the number INS 334. This is a chemical that has been added so that you don't get acidity with this product. Again, not good. Anti-caking agent, not at all good. Chemicals. Flavor enhancers, the number which comes in your product, which means it's not good for your body. Natural and nature, what could be the natural and nature? Not exactly specified in the product. Somehow this product is not that healthy. Okay, so lesser the ingredient, more is the better product. Okay, fine. Apurva ji says antioxidant INS 320, paloline. See, some words we are unable to even pronounce. When we are unable to pronounce that product name or that ingredient name, that means that product is not good, because these are all chemical synthesized in the labs and made, right? Okay, Mirji saying dough conditioner. Yeah, even this is something not good. So in the slides which I'm trying to share is there are these all marketing gimmicks so that they could promote these products more in the market and they get their own money. So how to understand is first to read the ingredients. Now secondly, what you have to do, you have to read the nutritive label. Okay, you have to read the nutritive label. Now what to read in the nutritive label? Now come towards your products table form, and what you have to see first is the carbohydrate section. In the carbohydrate section, this carbohydrate divided either in the 2 form or in the 3 form. Okay, so what you have to check over there, there will be mentioned total sugar, and there will be a word called as added sugar. Now, what is this added sugar? Added sugar means extra amount of sugar has been added in the product. In my case, what it was sugar and inverted sugar, two types of different sugars which was added in my product, right? So extra amount of sugar, if it's been added, that means it is not good. But total sugars are basically have come from the ingredients which naturally has some carbs inside it. For example, wheat flour, if it's been used into your product, wheat flour has its own carbohydrate, right? For example, if I go very specifically, 30 grams of wheat flour will give you 21 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, so this is a science, but just this 21, if I'm using 30 grams of wheat flour, that means 21 gram is coming inside this as a carbohydrate source. So that is a natural sugar which is present inside the food. But when we add something from above, that is the added sugar. Okay, so this added sugar is not good, because somehow the added sugar are not always the simple table sugar. It can be the alternatives of sugar, which are known as, fructose, high fructose corn syrup, then inverted syrup, then it could be some name as maltodextrin, dextrose, sucralose, maltose, many more names, or some sugar alcohols, aspartame. These are all chemically synthesized glucose, which are being added into the product in a hidden form. So yes, Mirji telling us that 23.1 gram is total sugar and added sugar is 22.7. So in your body, the added sugar is going 22.7. उसमें से सिर्फ 2 grams are from good product. So that's how you have to analyze that the added sugar, if it's mentioned in some or the other amount, they are not good. Okay, Monika ji says apple. Apple is always good. In apple, it has natural sugar inside it. Okay, so it's absolutely fine to have apple or any fruits. But any product made from apple, in that if you add more sugar into it, then it becomes unhealthy product. Okay, then there is one more section that you have to see in the nutritive table. Next is the total fat section. Now in this total fat section, three things are been mentioned: saturated fats, mono unsaturated fat, and polyunsaturated fat. Now PUFA and MUFA are very good, but the saturated fat should not be too much. Okay, so if saturated fat is super high, then somehow that product is not good. Where the saturated fat comes from? The refined palm oil that has been used in the product, the oils, canola oil, all the refined vegetable oils, when they use in the product, they are not good. They are not good for our body. This is how it increases our cholesterols, right? Secondly, these unhealthy fats comes from some chemicals, emulsifiers. These are also not good for our body. Okay, fine. Or then you have to check for the cholesterol section. It should be 0. Trans fat should always be 0. Okay, now sodium is one of the good important point that we have to check into each product. Here in my product, it's been mentioned 316 mg. So any product which you buy should have 140 mg, below 140 mg sodium. Okay, for example, it also depends on the serving size. So now whatever the amount has been mentioned, it's mentioned for 3 biscuits. So if I have 3 biscuits at a time, then I'll get this 300 mg sodium, which is high for my body. But if I take only 1 biscuit, then somehow acceptable. Okay, Priya ji is saying 24 is the sodium. It's absolutely fine. 140 below, if it's 140 below, then it's fine. But if it's more, then it's not good. So I'm talking about per serving. Okay, per serving, if you're getting 140 below, then it's fine. Otherwise, no. Okay, Vijay ji say only eat home cooked food and not the packaged food. Absolutely, that's the right thing, because nowadays everything is so chemically synthesized. Okay, fine. Okay, let's proceed ahead. So these are the two things majorly you have to check in the labeling part. And apart from that, so these are on the screen, if you will see, certain things have been mentioned, like how to spot hidden sugars. As I've always said, sugars when added into any product is not always named as simple sugar. It will be named with 50 different names. So anything, any name which you don't know, any name that's not familiar to you, is not going to go inside. It should not go inside your body. It's foreign for your body. Okay, Mirji says vitamins. Yes, now people say they have added some vitamins and minerals. If you check the nutritive label, the amount are very less. So it's like a negligible thing for our body. But the amount are pretty good, then you can always, it's okay for the body. Okay, okay. Prasanna ji says total fat is 12, carbs is 68, sugar is 1.71 grams, protein is 12, trans fat is not there present, cholesterol is 68.25. Okay, so basically cholesterol should also be usually low, it should never be more. Rest all is fine, I could see. Sugars are also less added into this product. Fat is also fine. Carbs are high, but it's absolutely fine. There is no trans fat, so it's the product whichever it is, Prasannaji, it might be somehow good. Okay, but the ingredient list will give you more understanding whether there is any kind of chemicals which has been added. Okay, which cooking oil should we use? I would suggest all the varieties of cooking oil you should use, but it should be preferably cold pressed or wood pressed or filtered oil, not the refined oils. Okay. Okay, Gayatri ji says, how do we check on the label of certain supplements? Even on the supplements, certain nutritive table has been written. So for example, I'll give you maybe vitamin D3 supplement it is, okay? So when you turn the packet and when you see the nutritive label, in that label, there should be only D3 source that need to be mentioned. If along with that, some color name has been mentioned, some sweetener has been mentioned, and if the sweetener has been mentioned is somehow acceptable by the body, for example if it's stevia, then it's fine. But if there is any chemically synthesized name that has been mentioned, then somehow that supplement is not good. So that's very nice point you have come up with, Gayatri ji, because now when a client come to us, when a patient come to us, when we suggest them certain supplements about specifically D3 and B12, they come up with the very regular brands, and then we make them understand that see, this is not a right supplement, because in this supplement so and so extra fillers are being added, or that supplement is not well in combination. If I talk about D3 should be well combined with K2, then the absorption of the calcium also becomes better, right? So these all small understanding should be given to you either from a doctor or a dietitian. Okay, fine. Monica G says milk. Milk what? I didn't get you. Okay, which one should I have? Boost is good or not? Woman Horlicks. All these are not at all good. No Horlick, no Complan, no nothing. No one, no these all mixers with milk are not good. The reason is, first of all, if you have any of this product, read the labels. They will never have the healthy products mentioned into it. So that is one thing. Sugars are being added into this. Hidden sugars are there. So you have to be very carefully read the ingredient list and purchase these all products. But there are healthy products or alternatives for these all. This will only help when you check the ingredients in detail. Okay. How about protein shakes, ma'am? Yes, there are protein shakes. So now see, in terms of protein shakes, there are multiple options in the market. Whichever option you feel that it's fascinated to you, first read the label and then think about choosing that product. Okay. So even in that, same thing. You have to check if there is added sugar or not, if there is a low saturated fats, cholesterol, trans fat should be 0. Okay, then you have to check sodium should be below 140 mg per serving, according to per serving. Then you have to see if there is any addition of vitamins, minerals, or any specific nutrient, if it's sufficient in amount or not, and therefore go for it. Okay, fine. Next, Chandanji says, is A2 cow milk good for health? Yes, it is good for your health. It doesn't have any problem because it's been made from the Indian gir cows. So please, you can have A2 milk. That's absolutely fine. Or if you have any nearby kettle house where you get the loose milk, which is of good source, then you can purchase the milk from there also. Okay, fine. Now, let's move ahead. Okay, so for now today I have make you understand what exactly you have to look into the products, how to make choices into certain events, and apart from that, of course, the overall takeaway from today's session was about how to mindfully eat certain things. You have to practice this on regular basis, then only you will become aware about your food choices and food proportion, and this is what we call as mindful eating. So as we say, mindful eating is not about being perfect, it is about being aware about what you choose. Okay, fine. Vijayji says, is it okay to take sattu drink with 2 tablespoon every day? With 2 tablespoon of what every day? Let me know. Sattu drink is absolutely fine. It's safe to consume. Monica ji says, starving is good or not? Not at all good. If you starve more acids will be produced inside your stomach. That will lead to gas formation, bloating, and acidity. It will disturb your pH of stomach, and therefore you will become more hungry and you will overeat in the next meal. So it's always best to avoid starving. And also, starving is not a solution for weight loss. So, eat on time with right proportion, you will see a good weight loss. Okay, Prasanna ji says baking powder is good. No, baking powder is not good because some aluminum, some sort of aluminum amount has been added into baking powder. So, if you purchase a baking powder which is aluminum free, then it's good for good for you to make the product out of it. Okay, medicines also have colors. Now in terms of colors, there are natural colors and then there are synthetic colors. Okay, so the natural colors, if been added into it, now if I talk about very in detail about the nutritive label, these colors have been given some name, some coding, right? So every number which has been mentioned is of synthetically made colors. It's not like that. Sometimes it could be natural color also, like naturally synthesized colors also, and that could be added into the product. So and the amount is pretty less, then absolutely fine. But otherwise, if too many colors are being added and lot of complicated name has been mentioned, then please avoid it. Also, if the number has been mentioned in front of certain colors, always put that number on the Google and check like what is the source of this color, and accordingly you can sense that whether the product is good or not. Okay. Okay, Chandanji says, are Sandhak Namak, roasted joy, atta, and Avesham ghee good health? Okay, Sendav Namak, that is rock salt, is good for health, yes, but you should always keep a balance of iodized salt and this rock salt, because if you minus the iodized salt completely, then you will start having thyroid issues. You will undergo hypothyroidism. So it's better to balance both. Roasted joy is I think barley you're talking about, which is absolutely fine. You can have that. It's good for the body, very cooling for the body, and it's good to flush out the toxins. High fiber also. Avesham ghee, I don't know about this brand personally. I have not tried this. So I cannot comment about it, but I would suggest that you can read the ingredients and do let me know if, and I'll also try to do research on this product and get back to you in the next session. Okay. Mirji is saying, is low fat milk or full fat milk? Now, if you want a weight loss series, then I would suggest go for low fat skim milk and not for the full fat, because somehow since our physical activities are not that great, and therefore we end up accumulating all the fats in our body. So if you are taking full fat and you're doing regularly a gym or a yoga or any sort of physical activity which is intense, then you can go for full fat. Okay. Poha is good, absolutely good, Momanji, because poha is good in fiber, good in iron, and if you club it with some protein source and vegetables, it's healthy for the body. It's one of the good staple breakfast in India, so poha is good. Okay. Kamlaji says, what about on the counter multivitamin tablets for 40 plus? Okay, what about the so first of all, before starting with any supplement, I would suggest you please recommend to, this is for everyone, please recommend to any of the health expert, because it's really important to ask them, because they know more than you, right? Since being a lay person, we don't know that what exactly we should look into the tablets. So it's very important to first consult to any of the health experts and then go for these all supplements. Okay, because we suppose your certain, this multivitamin is been added with number of vitamins, right? Suppose your folic acid is super good in your body, but because you're taking this multivitamin, your folic acid is going too much, it's going high, you don't realize, and when you get certain reactions in your body, certain symptoms, then you will do a blood test and then you will see, oh my god, my folic acid level was super high, and therefore I should stop taking this multivitamin. So it's very important for you to take your good blood reports, see what is deficient in your body, and then only go for the supplements. It's not compulsory for every 40 plus women or men to go for supplements directly. You first need to analyze your blood chart, you need to see what's lacking in your body, and then only put certain supplements in your body. Okay, fine. Turmeric milk is good or not? Absolutely, it is good. One of the authentic Indian wisdom tradition that we have been following since so many years. Turmeric milk is one of the best source to heal your inflammation. Just add little black pepper into it. Your turmeric is will get well absorbed in your body. Okay, okay. Maninder ji says, is atta bread or atta noodles good for health? Yes, it is good, but I would suggest whether it's actually made with whole wheat or not, you need to check that and then go for it. Add more amount of fibers along with this bread or noodle, and that's how it will be great for your body. Okay, Gayatri ji says, I saw a gut cleanse video where they clean using 1 liter of lemon juice, no sugar out of two lemons, and 1 tsp of soda bicarb. Is 1 tsp of soda bicarb good for the gut? First of all, if you want to clean your gut, clean with healthy products like eating salads, eating fruit juices, or vegetable juices. That's fine. That's a good way to remove the toxins for the body. Please do not harm your body with these all alternatives, because your body is like a temple. Please treat it very delicately. Just do not keep on experimental one or two things randomly because you see something on YouTube or from some person you have heard. And first of all, if anything that has been suited to some person, it's not a guarantee that that will suit to your body also, because every individual body is designed differently, right? So that's the reason these all things, from my personal experiences, I will never suggest to anybody to try these lemon and bisoda carb drinks. Okay, okay. Next is Priyaji, who is saying when to consume turmeric milk. You can take turmeric milk in your breakfast around 11ish or 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Absolutely fine. Okay. Monica G says ginger tea or herbal tea. Both are good. Always keep on switching, I would suggest. Okay, I've come up with a very good, interesting task for the week that you have to practice this weekend. I know it's going to be a task because it's a good occasional weekend where you have festive and you're going to go with your siblings to eat certain things. But this is a small task. Whenever you're buying or whatever the food packets are available in your house, just check the food label, take a picture or a video and share it on your story, and tag us Times Health Plus and put that hashtag, so that you learn from these all things, that how to read certain misleading ingredients, and and also you can get a chance to win wellness goodies. Okay, so this is a small task, because this, if you put the small habit on regular basis of reading these food labels, somehow whenever you go in the market to purchase any of the product, that habit will make you educate and make you alert whether to buy that product or not. So please go for these all tasks which I've been mentioning. Please try to practice that at least once a week, and then gradually you will see such a big difference that you are seeing in buying certain products. Okay, Fine. Vaidehi is saying, is monk fruit sweetener safe? Absolutely safe. It is a 0 calorie sugar because it has been extracted from a fruit, and this fruit is the sugar which is made from this fruit is of 0 calories, so it's safe. Dr. Varsha says, ma'am, please repeat task. Okay, so task is about find the most misleading packets in your home, whatever the packets are available in your kitchen, in your dabba. Just get out those packets and read the labels. If anything that has been misleading, take a picture, put it on your Instagram story, and tag us, and win some good wellness goodies if it's your luck. And this method which will make you help to understand certain products which are mentioned that they are healthy, they are not healthy, and therefore you will become more conscious while buying any of the product in the market. Okay, fine. Okay, Veday ji says, how much turmeric to take? Please specify the quantity. Okay, 1 teaspoon turmeric is more than enough, and 1/4 teaspoon black pepper along with it is more than enough. Okay, in 200 ml milk or 150 ml milk is fine. Thank you, Monica ji. Thank you so much. Okay, Monica ji is saying, I do yoga 2 times a day. Absolutely nice. It's a great thing to add in your routine because yoga will not only make you physically active, but it will make you mentally calm, and it will make you mentally focused. Your mindful eating will also become more better. You'll be aware of about what you're choosing, because in yoga is all about concentration, right? If you do a ekpadasana and if you're not concentrated at that one point, you will become imbalanced, right? So it's important to bring that focus, and that focus, of course, yoga will really help a lot. Okay, Priyaji says, thanks for this wonderful session. Thank you so much. It was really good talking to you all. Just don't forget to follow us on social media, because there you will get good inputs from our side, of course. And whatever the data has been taught to you today will be there on our Times Health Plus web page. So you can always go and repeat and see this recorded session whenever you are free to recall certain things. Okay, Vedaji is saying, is yoga enough or do I need other exercise for cardio workout? Yoga is more than, I would say it's enough, because yoga is a mixture of cardio plus strength training. It's just that how you intensify your yoga practice, you will start seeing difference. Okay, so I think yoga is more than enough. If you wish to try some more forms, you can always do that, because more you do the learning, more you get exposed to different varieties of physical activity, more it's good for your body. Okay, is honey available in the market pure? It's not like all the honey which is available in the market is pure. We need to check whether it's 100% honey or not, and accordingly we need to buy. Okay. Okay. Manenderji says that good information. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for this today's session. It was great talking to you all. Good questions that have been put up in the comment section. And I think those all questions are being helpful for everyone who has not even questioned in this comment section. So thank you so much. Next week, it's going to be more informative and more learning, because we are going to understand how to make your own meal plan. Okay, it is something like how to pre-prep your meals, how to make sure that you will plan your meal for a week, or do certain some to-do list prior, so that you become ease at making certain recipes. Chalo. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Eat with awareness. Make sure you eat with mindfulness, so that you will not end up having too much of food today. I know it's a festival. You will have multiple cuisines in front of you, but just make sure that eating with all that awareness and happiness, then you will able to digest that food also pretty well. But if you eat with that guilt, omg, I have to eat only this much, then it's not going to help your body. So enjoy the process, enjoy the evening, and eat with awareness, and take care. Namaste.